Right. So before you arrive, some important aspects. Make sure you have all your original documents, copy scans. Make some extras because life happens, right? You never know what can may happen. Make sure when you're packing, you're cognizant of your weight. Make sure you bring maybe a jacket, right? We're coming into winter, or a light jacket or a little toque. Because last thing you want to do is going to the store and not knowing what to buy and where to buy. So I think that's one stress that you don't need to have. So on that note, here's a quick checklist. Your passport, your printed copy of your IBU LOA offer letter. You may be asked that when you arrive. Medical records and immunizations are really important. And just any medicine that you have. Whether it be Tylenol, Advil, something for yourselves. Don't forget that. Phone, laptop is actually very important. Landing here, I think with your schooling just around the corner, I think having your own laptop will help you as well. Medical documents, personal belongings, or anything that you seem important, right? But you obviously don't want to bring your whole life history either, right? Because that becomes a little cumbersome. So when you arrive, when you're at the airport, you're clear immigration. You'll see some bagging stations. Usually, you'll have to go down the escalator. Call and inform your parents or your loved ones or your partners. I think they'll be worried, so give them that peace of mind. There's going to be an iSent IBU welcome desk, so be on the lookout for that. They'll be able to direct you and support you there from the airport. So you're not alone on that end. So those are a few things to do at the airport. This is sort of what the iSend booth will look like. There'll be some bilingual individuals there, so don't worry that might be a little bit more easier for you if you want to communicate that way. There'll be shuttle services, banking services, a whole school of support services for you to kind of integrate within Canada Toronto, and ensure that you don't need to worry about doing that all on your own. We're partners with them. You're partners with them. We're here for your success. Beginning your educational journey, I think that's why we're all here, right? It's to get education and kind of do better and advance your careers. So our registration will be 2 weeks before the start of the program. I think we've already got that on our go. A very, very important event. Today is a little a sneak peek to that is our orientation day. It'll be held in two dates. The main one will be on January 8th at the Reference Library. So all of you should have gotten communication for that by now. If not, you've gotten an email from myself, or you can email the registrar directly. And again, that's the power of having this updated contact information sheet that Swarna shared in the chat. So make sure you go in there for our latecomers and update your information to make sure you're getting the right information and all the information from us, because I think communication is very, very important at this part for both you and I. And then on January 9th, we have another orientation at IBU campus, a little bit more tactical around IT and kind of getting you more set up. And again, it's another support structure for you as well. The first day of class is the 10th. That may or may not be the first day that you're going to be starting school. You'll be getting your schedule as well momentarily. So I'll leave that with Swarna and team to kind of circulate that piece. So stay tuned. You'll be getting that momentarily. All right, the transition. I read this and I chuckled a little bit. There's always the honeymoon phase, right? That's when you enter a new culture. Everything's fresh. It's new. For some of you, it's first time in a big city. For some of you, it might be a smaller city, right? So that adaptation is always important, right? So be fun, be excited, embrace your emotions, right? For some of you, you're leaving home for the first time, so just enjoy it. Stage two, culture shock, right? I think I still go through culture shock sometimes myself, being in Toronto, one of, if not the most multicultural city in the world. You're constantly learning about new cultures, and learning that your culture is sometimes similar to someone else's or sometimes very different. And then the culture of Toronto itself, downtown Toronto, is actually very different too. So as you navigate Toronto and the greater Toronto area and Ontario and hopefully all of Canada eventually, you'll notice that we're filled with different cultures. So you may feel some discomfort, some emotional physical, don't worry. It's normal. We're all here to support you. So just reach out to our support services, which I'll touch on a little later. And then adaptation. I think that was the word I've used quite a bit already. This is where you try to you begin to accept, right? This is where you become being part of our ecosystem here within Toronto / Canada. So I can't wait to see all of you, see how you adapt, but also do know that you're not alone. You have us, you have your classmates, and for those of you that have family, you have family and friends in countries here that'll be able to support with these 3 stages. So I said I can speak as much as I can from IBU side. I want to introduce you to a couple of our current students. Henel, I see that you're ready and you're usually the eager beaver. Sorry, Swarna, did you want to touch base first? I saw your hand go up.
Yes, thank you so much, Jason. Before we introduce Henel and Steffi, our lovely students here, just clear two points that I would like to raise here. One at orientation. One, Jason just mentioned that we have orientation on 2 days. One is January 8th, which is your official formal orientation, and then January 9th. What we are trying to do on January 9th, it is more of an academic orientation so that we can set you up for success before you start your classes. We'll give you more details about the timing and how you are grouped for that day of presentation when you come and meet us on the day 1 of orientation. Please note that day 1 of orientation is mandatory and you have to attend January 8th orientation so that we can complete all the formalities and you're registered so that you're able to start your classes on January 10th. Second thing, just a quick note about the iSent IBU welcome desk. When you arrive at the airports and you arrive at your bagging area where you will be collecting your bags, look up the screen. It will direct you to the place that the welcome desk is set up for you. It will show you IBU students, please be here, so that you can go and look up at the iSent help desk. What iSent help desk will essentially do is there will be a welcome desk. They will guide and orient you and answer any questions on our behalf that you may have. You have questions about accommodation, you have questions about currency exchange, you have questions about opening a bank account, you have questions about your SIN card, you have questions about how to get your insurance going and all those particular things. These people are able to answer any question. So look out for the directions at the bag collection counter. It will show you exactly where these representatives will meet you. We will highly encourage you to reach out to them and ask for any support that you may need. If you have lost your baggage, if you don't know how to navigate the transportation, you want a cab to be booked or any such support, please feel free to reach out to them. They are there on our behalf to help and support you till the time you reach your destination of wherever you will be lodging and boarding. So over to you, Jason, and Henel is here. I will pass on to Henel and Henel can introduce himself. Again, please feel free to drop in any questions that you have in the Q&A tab and we will keep on answering those questions. Henel?
Yep. Hi, thank you, Sorna. Hi, guys. My name is Hanil. Currently an MBA student as well, like you guys. I'm just an IBU ambassador right now, and I just want to welcome you to the campus. So I can see, like, on the first day of school, I had like anticipation and excitement in my mind, like, when you are stepping into a new campus, you are leaving, you're coming out of your comfort zone and you're coming to a new country. But you need to make new friends, so feel excited about it. You would see I can feel the anxiety of hope, like you will be having in your mind. The first day is like a blank slate. Whenever you start, you would see some people trying to talk, you try to make new friends, you get to know about the university culture and everything. So please be positive. Look forward to meet you guys on campus, and we are here to help you with any work you want and any type of help you need in for academically also. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Henel, for sharing your little your way into society. So now maybe I can pass it on to Steffi. If you can share a little bit about your experience or any tips, I'll pass it on to you.
Jason, I think Steffi joined as a guest, so she may not be
Yeah.
able to, she won't
Yeah,
have access.
I gave her permissions. She should be fine now. Steffi, you just have to unmute. You should be able to unmute there.
While
All right, so
Steffi is,
on that,
yeah,
sorry,
go
on that
ahead,
note,
Jason.
yeah, I was thinking maybe what I can do is I can move on, and once we figure out that technology, we can revisit Steffi's little sharing there. Sound good? All right, so on that note, second here, let me. Okay. All right, perfect. So I'll move on. So as I shared, we have support every step of the way. What course should I take next? We have academic advisors. We have 2 full-time staff that are there to support you within the faculty, but also, as you can see, Swarn and Lysandra are there to support any journey that you have. But also there's your fellow classmates that have been there already, right? So as I shared and Henel shared, I think making friends, networking is very important. You were all one family, so it's about how do we support each other. International student support, I know Swarna spent quite a bit of time on that piece. We have peer mentors, we have culture days, we have student clubs and events. You'll be maybe going on some trips. I don't want to share too much and let go of the surprise, but on that note, we have a lot of activities to kind of help you with your life in and out of school, but also more importantly, how to be successful within school. So other resources externally, we similar to iSense, we have GuardMe, which is your international student insurance. Also, EBSCO is a huge, if not one of the largest databases, and one of the oldest ones to get peer-reviewed information, research help, a school of resources to help you through your educational journey here. But also, I believe one of the most important aspects is Keep Me Safe. This is the mental health and wellness program that we have. Feel free, it's confidential. Feel free to reach out to them if you have any questions, concerns, because it's not just about success in school, it's a success in life, right? And I think if you're not okay, no one else is okay. So I just want to make sure that you have those, not just you, but everyone has access to share if they're going through hard times, because life isn't sometimes easy, right? And something that's brand new for all of you. Don't hesitate to reach out and utilize that resource. So if you need additional support internally here within IBU, here's a list of emails which you can kind of use as a reference. You'll be getting something similar to this, as you come to orientation, and we can kind of give you a little contact sheet or reference sheet or email to kind of know who does what and what those key individuals